Eagles fly as they get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Second and 8. Prescott off play action. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in by Jarwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second and 2. The give is to Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Prescott to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the first, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the first down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Osa Odighizuwa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their subs.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Play action now. Prescott. Outright completes it to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Prescott from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Eagles 3. Greg Zerline picking off 4 down.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Now first down carry by Sanders, well defensed as they'll hold him to just a couple. Second down coming up. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on fourth down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again to Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Great job.
Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes, he can run under a long pass, or he can do what we saw right there, catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their...
Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football, CD. That's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on this.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets them 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Here's Prescott. He shakes him off. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and we talk